Even in this age of abundant information, there are still many people who believe that gold is still one of the most, if not the most, expensive materials in the world. That's completely false, actually. Gold didn't even make it on this list today. And if you haven't understood it already, today what we've gathered for you are the top 10 most expensive materials in history. Be sure to stay tuned because number 10 is going to completely blow your mind. Are you ready to explore the list with us? Let's go then. Number 1, platinum. Platinum is a chemical element with the symbol PT and atomic number 78. It's a dense, malleable, ductile, highly reactive, precious, silverish white transition metal. This rare and precious metal is used a lot in jewelry, but it also finds its usage in catalytic converters, electronics, and anti-cancer drugs, making it one of the most useful and widely used materials from the list. In fact, back in the 18th century, King Louis XV of France was so enamored with platinum that he publicly declared it's the only metal that is fit for a king. We can't argue with that now, can we? A gram of platinum is around $40, making it super cheap in regards to the other materials on our list, that is. Number 2 is painite. Until 2001, only 3 painite crystals were known to exist. Since then, additional discoveries have produced many more specimens of this deep red gemstone, but facetable material remains very rare. For 1 gram, the cost is anywhere from $9,000 to $300,000. It's known to be the hardest mineral to locate in the world. There's been discoveries in the Mogok area of Myanmar. In fact, more than 1,000 crystals and fragments have been recovered, which might yield more of these beautiful stones in the future, but even with the price tag they have, they continue to be extremely popular and in very high demand. The first was discovered by a British gem dealer named Arthur C.D. Payne, and it was back in the 1950s in Burma. Number 3, Soliris. This is believed to be the most expensive drug in the world, and it's not hard to believe it's true since 1 gram of Soliris, $13,880,000. It's used to treat rare life-threatening disease, atypic hemolytic uremic syndrome, or AHUS. In people with PNH, it reduces both the destruction of red blood cells and the need for blood transfusion, but it doesn't appear to affect the risk of death, which is unfortunate to say the least. In the UK, for example, a year's treatment with Soliris would cost somewhere around $450,000, and if that doesn't make it a drug for only the upper class, I don't know what would. Number 4 is plutonium. Plutonium is a radioactive chemical element with the symbol Pu and atomic number 94. It's an actinide metal of silvery gray appearance that tarnishes when exposed to air and forms a dull coating when oxidized. 1 gram of plutonium costs around $6,000. You can find it in the hearts of nuclear reactors, but also in powering satellites. Over 1/3 of the energy produced in most nuclear power plants comes from plutonium. It's created in the reactor as a byproduct. Sometimes it can be found naturally, although rarely, and mostly derived from the nuclear decay of uranium. Plutonium as a form of energy can be used for space travel. It was first produced and isolated in 1940 and was used to make the Fat Man atomic bomb that was dropped on Nagasaki at the end of World War II, just 5 years after it was first produced. A dangerous metal that can be used to create and destroy. Woo! How you holding up so far? Well, you better prepare yourself because the next 5 will raise the level by a lot. And don't forget, like the video and hit that subscribe button, and of course, turn on those notifications as well so we know you'll know the minute we upload a new video. Number 5 is Taaffeite. Taaffeite is a material named after its discoverer, Richard Taaffe, who founded the first sample and cut a polished gem in October 1945 in a jeweler's shop in Dublin, Ireland. It's in the category of oxide materials because the essential components of Taaffeite, well, it consists of beryllium, magnesium, and aluminum, and it makes a transparent gem with a vitreous luster. Taaffeite can come in various pink and purple shades like lilac, violet, and mauve, as well as red, brown, bluish hues, gray, greens, and even colorless. Due to its rarity, Taaffeite is used exclusively as a gemstone. 1 gram of this precious stone, $20,000. and its color ranges, as we said, from red to purple, and there are thought to be less than 10 red ones in existence. The main source for these gems? Tanzania, and it's the first and only gemstone initially identified from a faceted gemstone. One fun fact about Taaffeite: it was long mistaken for spinel, and if its discoverer had not been curious and sent it to the gem in the laboratory of the London Chamber of Commerce for testing, it probably would have taken a lot more years to discover its existence. Number 6 is Grandidierite. Grandidierite was first discovered in 1902 in southern Madagascar by a French mineralogist named Alfred Lacroix. Lacroix gave the honor of naming the stone to another Alfred, an explorer named Alfred Grandidier, who was the first explorer to describe Madagascar in detail. It's considered to be an extremely rare mineral and gemstone and found in metamorphic and plutonic rocks. It's a 7.5 on the Mohs scale, making it suitable for use in jewelry when available. But according to the International Gem Society, it's difficult to cut because it has good cleavage in two directions. Grandiderites display strong trichloric plecorism, and that means it can show 3 different colors depending on the viewing angle: dark blue-green, colorless, sometimes a light yellow, and dark green. The cost for a gram, and not of the greatest quality mind you, can reach a price tag of $10,000. In addition to Madagascar, the mineral can also be found in New Zealand, Norway, Suriname, Algeria, Italy, Malawi, India, and the United States, Canada, Antarctica, and the Czech Republic. Number 7, it's tritium. Tritium is a beta-emitting radioactive isotope of hydrogen. Its nucleus consists of 1 proton and 2 neutrons, sometimes called a triton, making it 3 times as heavy as a hydrogen nucleus with its 1 proton, and 1.5 times as heavy as deuterium, which contains only 1 proton and 1 neutron. To be blunt about it, tritium is a super heavy type of hydrogen. It's forged in the hearts of nuclear reactors by irradiating lithium metal or lithium-bearing ceramic pebbles. 1 gram of tritium costs $41,278, and if you're wondering where this expensive thing can be used, you'd be surprised. It's used for a lot of glow-in-the-dark stuff and, well, nuclear weapons. The good thing is the beta rays it produces are very weak and it can't penetrate human skin. The bad thing? Well, the 2 forms of tritium most likely to be encountered are tritium gas and tritium oxide, a form of water with tritium, replacing one or both of the protium atoms that make the hydrogen molecule. If tritium oxide enters the body by inhalation, ingestion, or absorption through the skin, it immediately mixes with body fluids. Tritium is eliminated from the body over time, with about half being eliminated in 10 days. Number 8, a diamond. Oh, for the ever so popular diamond, the price per gram can vary a lot. A general standard from $55,000 up to $108,000. Diamonds are, apart from being extremely beautiful in a status of wealth and prosperity, also are the hardest substance known on Earth, and they have a Mohs scale score of 10. These precious white stones are forged at the very depths of the Earth's crust and upper mantle, and because of that, you can imagine the extreme temperatures and pressures they've experienced. Their hardness gives them many industrial applications, and they're one of the best known and most sought-after gemstones. The hardness of diamond and its high dispersion of light given the diamonds its characteristic fire. But don't think that our fascination with diamonds is recent. Since the ancient times, diamonds have been used as decorative items. Also, diamonds have something called the 4 C's, which help us differentiate them. The 4 C's are carat, clarity, color, and cut. Number 9 is Californium 252. Now, you want to hear a crazy amount of money per gram, then look no further than Californium. 1 gram of this radioactive chemical element costs anywhere from $10 to $27 million. Scientists create californium by bombarding curium with alpha particles. This reaction creates the radioactive chemical element with atomic number 98. There are currently 10 known isotopes to exist, but what's it used for? Well, it's actually a very caring element. It helps treat certain forms of cancer and helps to detect gold and silver in ore as well as residual oil within nearly depleted reservoirs. You want to know an even cooler thing about californium? It's speculated that it was created in supernovae. Wow. Well, we've made it to number 10, and boy oh boy, it's a good one. But before you see it, hey, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. It would mean the world to us. And if you're ready to see what the absolute most expensive material in the history of the world is, well, let's do it. Number 10, it's antimatter. In modern physics, antimatter is described as matter composed of the antiparticles of corresponding particles of ordinary matter. This is literally the most expensive material on Earth. 1 gram of antimatter cost $80 trillion. You heard me right, $80 trillion. That's 80 followed by 12 zeros. Only a few small amounts have been produced until now, and the only place it can currently produce it is CERN, the European Council for Nuclear Research. To make it at CERN, protons with an energy of 26 GeV, about 30 times their mass at rest, collect with a nuclei inside a metal cylinder called a target. About 4 proton-antiproton pairs are produced in every million collisions. What does that mean to us mere mortals? It's a super hard thing to make. Let's just leave it at that. And did we mention there's no way to store it? So it seems like antimatter is just a lot of trouble. Well, there you have it today, the top 10 most expensive materials in history. Which one was your favorite? And which one were you most surprised to discover? Let us know in the comments, and if you haven't already, give the video a like, hit that subscribe button, and bang that notification bell. And don't forget to check out our other videos on the channel because there's a lot of things to learn out there. And we're learning them top 10 by top 10. We'll see you next time.